Michael here, looking at Psalms 91 for our devotion. This psalm, which may be subtitled, My Refuge and My Fortress. And we're going to be focusing on verse 7 and 8 for the exposition. Let's go ahead and read the first 8 verses. Verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. In verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. In verse 8. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. And as we turn to the treasure of David for the exposition, let's go ahead and read verse 7 again. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. And Spurgeon exposits. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand. So terribly may the plague rage among men, that the bill of mortality may become very heavy, and continue to grow 10 times heavier still. Yet shall such as this psalm speaks of survive the skies of death. It shall not come nigh thee. It shall be so near as to be at thy side, and yet not nigh enough to touch thee. Like a fire it shall burn all around, yet shall not the smell of it pass upon thee. How true is this of the plague of moral evil, of heresy, and of backsliding. Whole nations are infected, yet the man who communes with God is not affected by the contagion. He holds the truth when falsehood is all the fashion. Professors all around him are plague-smitten. The church is wasted. The very life of religion decays. But in the same place and time, in fellowship with God, the believer renews his youth, and his soul knows no sickness. In a measure, this also is true of physical evil. The Lord still puts the difference between Israel and Egypt in the day of his plagues. Sennacherib's army is blasted, but Jerusalem is in health. Our God, his chosen people, saves, amongst the dead, amidst the graves. Verse 8. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Spurgeon exposits. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. The sight shall reveal both the justice and the mercy of God. In them that perish the severity of God will be manifest, and in the believer's escape the richness of divine goodness will be apparent. Joshua and Caleb verified this promise. The Puritan preachers during the plague of London must have been much impressed with this verse, as they came out of their hiding places to proclaim mercy and judgment to the dissolute age which was so surely visited with the pest. The sight of God's judgment softens the heart, excites a solemn awe, creates gratitude, and so stirs up the deepest kind of adoration. It is such a sight as none of us would wish to see, and yet if we did see it, we might thus be lifted up to the very noblest style of manhood. Let us but watch providence, and we shall find ourselves living in a school where examples of the ultimate reward of sin are very plentiful. One case may not be judged alone, lest we misjudge. but instances of divine visitation will be plentiful in the memory of any attentive observer of men and things. From all these put together we may fairly draw conclusions, and unless we shut our eyes to that which is self-evident, we shall soon perceive that there is after all a moral ruler over the sons of men, who sooner or later rewards the ungodly with due punishment. Aha! Trust you enjoyed the meditation, the exposition on Psalms 7 and 8. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be